So you pass the challenge, you get the funded account, and then what? It's blown in a week, okay? That exact cycle is killing your confidence, wasting your time, and it's stopping you from getting regular, consistent payouts. But this stops today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly why most people blow the funded accounts, and more importantly, how you can start collecting consistent payouts just like myself, okay? These are the exact shifts that I made to go from failure to making consistent monthly withdrawals and payouts out of the markets. So let's get straight into point number one, and that is you're not trading with a plan or a strategy, okay? Let's be real, if you're constantly blowing funded accounts, you're probably not trading with a profitable plan, okay? You might have a strategy, but that's not the same thing. You know, a strategy could be, okay, I'm buying because it's pushing up, okay? It's pushing down and breaking below levels. I'm looking for sells. That's all good, but it's not what a profitable plan includes. A profitable plan, for example, will include entry and exit rules, trade management, timeframes that you trade and times where you don't trade, for example, high volume, low volume times, okay? In your plan will be the full process of how you enter and exit positions, as well as journaling and reviewing the trades, okay? Anybody can trade with a strategy, but actually backtesting and forward testing that strategy into a profitable plan that you can execute every single day is what really matters, okay? So if you are trading without a proven plan and set of rules that you know gives you an edge in the market, then you're not going to be passing these challenges and you're not going to get consistent payouts. Remember, no edge equals no payouts. Backtest and forward test the strategy to see if it's profitable long term, okay? If you can see that long term you've got an edge, that's great. That's what you want to be doing. You don't want to be entering the market without a clear plan and strategy to how you're actually going to enter and exit trades, okay? It's super important, and it's probably the main thing that's blowing 95% of people's accounts is because they're trading without a valid plan, okay? So that's number one, and that gets me on to point number two. Take 1 to 2 valid trades every single day, okay? You don't need to take 10, 15 trades because that just doesn't make sense. You want to be taking 1 to 2 valid trades that meet your rules in your sessions, okay? Why do I always say 1 to 2 trades a day? Because it prevents you from overtrading, and it prevents you from taking so many losses that are just going to spiral you out of control and put you into big drawdown and prevent you from blowing your account. If you take 2 valid losses, it's very unlikely that you're going to blow your account, and it's very likely that, you know, if you keep sticking to your plan, you're likely to actually get that back and then start getting profitable, okay? You know, if you prove that your plan's profitable, the best thing that you can do is just stick to it with valid trades, not take 2 valid trades and then 6 invalid trades, you know, because that 6 is what's going to blow your account. Even if you take 2 losses that are valid, you're not likely to blow your account because you know long term, if you stick to your rules, you're going to be profitable, okay? So it's very important, 1 to 2 trades per day. It's going to prevent so many problems, over trading, taking invalid trades not to plan. Most traders, the first couple of trades that they take in that day will be the most valid positions, okay? You know, once they get onto trade 5 or trade 10, it's very unlikely that them trades are 100% to their profitable plan, okay? So it's very important. So stick to 1 to 2 trades that are valid to your profitable plan and watch your consistency start to get better. And that brings me on to my last point is you're emotionally attached to the money and you're emotionally attached to the payout, okay? You're trading for the payout, not for profitability and not for the process, okay? It's super important not to rush things and to actually get consistent first. And when you get that consistency, the money will just come naturally, okay? If you're a consistent trader, you can trade any of these prop firms and you will get payouts. It's not the prop firm that's the problem, it's you. You're the problem because you're still not consistent yet. And the main thing that you need to work on is consistency, not being emotionally attached to how much you could make from that prop firm, and just work on the consistency, okay? Start with a 5K account, start with a 10K account, get consistent on them first, and then once you've got that consistency on them low accounts and you can prove to yourself that you can make, you know, a 6% profit target, a 10% profit target, then you can start looking to scale up, okay? You might get a little payout on the 10K account. That payout can then go into other accounts which you can then scale, okay? It's not about going straight in for 100k, 150k challenge or 150k instant account and thinking that you're going to get a big payout, because 99% of the time you're not, okay? It's not likely to happen and it won't happen, okay? So don't rush the process. Get consistent, like I've already mentioned, with a plan that's profitable and it's proven that it's profitable in live market conditions. Get that consistency, work on lower accounts, and as you get payouts, you'll be able to scale and the payouts will get bigger naturally, okay? It's very, very key. One of the worst things that I did when I first started trading was go straight onto 100k challenges. You know, I was on Twitter, I was on Instagram, and I was seeing these influencers getting like 5k payouts, 10k payouts, and I wanted that too. But I didn't understand that these guys had been trading like 5 years ahead of me. Okay. And if someone would have said to me, just take a step back, don't rush the process, get consistent and the money will come naturally, I would have saved so much time, so much money, and so much stressing trying to force these payouts that were never going to happen because I wasn't even consistent yet with a profitable plan or strategy, okay? So focus more on being a consistent trader and trading well other than focusing on the money, okay? When you focus on the money, emotions come into trading and you want to keep as emotionless as possible. All right, so that's 3 reasons why you actually keep blowing funded accounts consistently and how you can actually start getting to that payout stage, okay? You know, you need that profitable strategy. You need that plan. You need to stop over trading, so stick to that 1 to 2 trades per day and stop being emotionally attached to getting a payout. Because when you detach from that payout and you start working on consistency instead of the money, then the payouts will come naturally as you get more consistent, okay? So the good news is every point that I've gone over is fixable and you don't always need a new strategy. You need better discipline, risk management, and structure in your trading with a good plan that you can follow every single day, and that's key, okay? If this video hit home, do something with it, right? Drop a comment and let me know which one of these things you're fixing first. If you like the video, guys, drop a like, drop a subscribe. If you're serious about getting regular payouts for yourself and actually seeing some consistency in your trading, I'll leave a link to the Discord community mentorship below. Get signed up, learn my profitable strategy, and start getting these consistent payouts for yourself, okay? So I'll see you in the next video. Peace.